Welcome to the channel, folks. Clunkers and Classics. We're going to take a little break from the 67 Camaro. I think we're going to do floors on it next. But yeah, we'll just take a little break and we'll get rolling on the van. 69 Chevy Van. It's been a while. Got the playlist on it. I forget how much what video we're at now, but quite a bit. Got all the mechanically done, all the interior done. It's kind of dark out, but you know, it could use a few little things. A lot of stuff they just don't make new for this, guys, and a lot of stuff I just can't find, like a horn cap. What was the other thing I was? Anyway, I just run an accessory wire to my fuse block over there, but we got some lights from a sponsor, got a CarPlay deal, got a stereo from a subscriber, works pretty good, got this whole power supply thing there, the whole accessory fuse block over there. Got lots of extra stuff hooked up to it. Got a couple electric fans hooked up to the engine. We go through the playlist. We got a lot of stuff on here, done on here. Oh, the windshield. I looked and looked. I couldn't find one. I would think they would make a windshield. And I checked with my the local wrecking yard where I order windshields from. He called in and called them up there. They're in Dallas. They got a depot in Dallas. And they said they didn't have one. So I don't know. I'll try again, but I know somebody makes them. It's not broke. It's just got that white haze which is in between the glass. You know, the plastic safety glass. And then it's got all this brown stuff here. See, I already bought a new windshield seal for it. That's why I really want to get a windshield. And I cut it up because all this was rotten here. Fixed all that. But once I get the windshield out, then I can fix it a little bit better in there. See, I just cut this apart and glued it back in, so keep the water out. Because the water had got in here and rotted out the fuse block. I put another fuse block in from a later model Chevy van, adapted that to make it work. It's all dented in here. We've done some body work. Fixed all that front end. It's getting some surface rust and stuff on it. And plus I want to paint the white in here a little bit better. And but I hate to put this windshield back in. And then all these are from welds, from when I was welding up that roof. Somebody, Dalton from Pole Barn Garage, put 1 million self-tappers up there, and I took them all out and welded up all the holes. And I think that's what, just the sparks and stuff, caused all this stuff in the windshield. So I really need a new one now. Painted up the grill, got some HED, LED, whatever the lights in there. Painted up the grill. Yeah, they don't make the marker lenses. A lot of stuff they don't make for this. And I just realized I didn't get new locks. All I got is ignition key. Took all the mirrors off. It had these holes here, these. We're not going to put them on. I think they're called the West Coast mirror. They look pretty cool, and they do make them, but they're very, very expensive. So I got the newer van mirrors. We'll put them on there. So I don't know. I'll check one more time on the windshield if I can get one. If I can't get one, we're gonna have to take this out and reuse it and put the new seal in there and fix all this stuff. which we may do this video if I can't get a windshield. I'm going to the wrecking yard tomorrow. Talk to him about some other stuff. Okay, so I think right now, got a couple hours, it's you know, about 10 o'clock at night, but man, it's up 95, 100 degrees every day, so it's almost impossible to work. No, don't have an air-conditioned shop or nothing. So I think we're going to do some body work. Basically, the van's like 90% done, other than the body and paint work. You know, like I said, mechanically, interior-wise, all that. Just a little bit more to go. I got to re-bleed the brakes. We did a bunch of brake work on here. So yeah, let's get started on the body work. But this thing, just going over it, and she is just beat to hell. Doesn't look too bad because it's shitty white, dull, and I don't know how good you can see, but it looks like house paint or something on here, all wrinkled up. There's sheets of it came off here, right here. See, and it's like that all over. It's got to be all stripped down to metal. I don't know what they put over top all that. So anyway, to get this thing straight is going to take a lot of work. Like all in here, it's all, you probably can't see. There's a lot of dents pushed outwards because it was an old work van. I'll point them out with my finger. There, 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 there. That's a dent inside. That's out. That's out. See, this is all this stuff I can see with all this crappy paint. Just think once we get all this paint off, it's just going to be a lot of work. But what we'll do for now, tonight, is get these major dents fixed. And we'll go on this side since it's facing here. Once we get this side done, we'll turn the van around, do the other side. But okay, so this is a big dent right here. If you can see it, just caved in. It's all enclosed here, so you can't get out at the back of it or the inside and bang it out. At least I don't think you can on the inside. You can on it. You can under here. It's all enclosed. So it's just, you know, they hit something right here, and of course it bowed all this out. Yeah, see, I think this is the floor right here of the van, because it looks like it stopped there, dented in. So anyway, it needs to be all reworked from here all the way there. And of course, like I said, it needs to be all stripped down anyway, but I think we'll do all that later. Okay, so we got that. I should probably get the, let me get this light here. I had this light going earlier. Okay. Look at all this. I can straighten them out with vice grips. Right in here's messed up. Here's messed up. See it all in there. One thing you can get at this, you can feel the dent right in here behind it. So I can bang that out a little bit. I think it's double steel though, pressed together or something. But yeah, it's all pushed in here, made this bow out, all that. So we got this whole area here, and then that area. Maybe we'll just concentrate on that for right now. So you can't get at it from underneath there. That's pretty thick right there. 2 pieces of metal. But up here, I'm not sure. We'll try to hammer some of it out, but crease all the way down here. Okay, so I got this dent puller from Vevor a while back. If you've been around following, you've seen me use it. Well, another guy, I think it was Santa's Workshop. Let me grab my lighter here. He had one and he couldn't get that thing to stick. Put it against the metal, grinded metal, ground it, hit the trigger, and it'll stick to the metal, and then you can use this deal here to pull it. Now, when I first got it, I think I used it on my white 78 El Camino, and it worked great. Then I used it on another car, and I couldn't get that thing to stick either. Thought it was a bad ground. So I ended up going the old-fashioned way, just drilling holes and using my old dent puller with the screw in it. And so anyway, I was watching Santa's Workshop. He had, I don't know if it was a Vevor, but it was one like that. And he was on, is he on his El Camino? Anyway, he couldn't get that thing to stick. And he's like, if anybody knows what's wrong, what am I doing wrong? And the next video he comes back and says that he found out it's the metal. He said it's good for newer cars, and that the metal's made of different composites. The older metal, not so much, so it's hard to do. But like I said, I did my 78 El Camino and it stuck pretty good. So we can try that. But yeah, it works better on newer thin metal. It should, if it sticks, it should pull this out. But as far as where them deep creases and stuff are, I don't think it's going to. We can try it, but yeah, here's some dents right there. This whole thing, yeah, all in here. See, this whole thing's going to end up being skimmed with Bondo and blocked, and man, it's going to be a lot of work. I don't even know if this van's worth that much work, but so yeah, I don't know. We'll try the Vevor dent puller on this, and then if it don't work, we'll have to do it the old-fashioned way. Drill some holes, pull it with the dent puller. So anyway, let me get my grinder out and start grinding all this area down. Anyway, you got to grind it to get the electrode there to stick. So yeah, let me grind all this down, and I'll be back. Okay guys, got a product to show you, and since it's summer and really hot, it's a must-have for your old hot rod. Although they call it a camping fan, you know, it's good for putting in your car, job site, travel, you know, wherever. It's cordless, and it's got a power supply on it, so you could actually plug it into your car and charge it and stuff at the same time. But without a cord, it will last between 12 and 138 hours depending on your the fan speed and the lighting. It's got built-in lights too. Adjustable fan speed, 3 brightnesses of the lights. It's called a F11 quiet high velocity fan made by Ogery. So this is the box it came in, and we'll unpack it here, and I think we'll put it, there's a little instruction guide and everything for it. So let me unpack it. There's a cord for your charging. Let me unpack it and we'll hook it up in the van. And I'll put it on the dash or something there and check it out. So I'll be right back. Okay, I just set it up on this console because I got that CarPlay stuff in the way. Okay, so you can adjust this. You hear the clicks any way you want. Okay, push that to on or just turn the fan deal here. Okay. So this lights up. This is your battery life here, 25, 50, 75%, 100, it's at 75%. There's your fan speed, it's at 25%. You can, there's 100% there. That's blowing out some air. Okay, this is your rotation. Well, hold on, there's a light here. There's 1, 2, 3 brightnesses. Okay, then this is your rotation here. Have it rotate 30 degrees. Come back and you can 60, 90, 120 degrees. Okay, then this is we'll turn that off. And this is your timer here, so you can have it shut off, you know, have it on there for 1 hour and have it shut off after that. But yeah, it's pretty neat. Oh, and it came with a remote too. Hang on. Comes with a little remote, so you can do all them adjustments I just showed you. So that's pretty cool. Said your cord in your book. So yeah, check them out. Very handy to have in an old hot rod without AC or without AC working. Yeah. Okay, I'll put a link and everything in the description below the video, so check them out. Okay guys, I got it all ground down, but yeah, I can't get this I think I got it on the highest setting, and I'll try to do it with one hand here. I'll show you. See, but it doesn't stick. A little bit, but not much. See? I got it grounded real good right there. So I don't know if it's just see. Anyway, we're gonna have to drill some holes and do it the old-fashioned way. But yeah, I think the floor's right here. I looked inside to see if I could bang it out, but no luck. Okay, we'll have to drill some holes in here and work it out that way. I'll be back. Okay guys, so that's what the old way of using it. Just drill some 1/8 inch holes in there, and then this dent puller, and just keep going along your crease line there. So it's, you got to pull that out and then pull this out, and as you pull this out, you hold it because it's bowed in right in here. Since it got dented there, it's pushed this out. So as you pull that out, you hold tension on it, then use this and tap the up like that, and then get that, because it's supposed to be round, but it's sharp edge right there, right from here to here. And not sure about this. This is where it's welded into the side there. Hoping all this will pull out when I pull this. That same thing, tap down. This is a kind of a high spot here, but I don't, it might not be, because I think it's right where it's welded into the floor. But you can tap that down. Anyway, we work that and I'll be back. Okay guys, pulled out along there. There's got a little skim of Bondo there. There is skims of Bondo all over. But like right here, there's a dent right here. Dent there. Just pretty much all along here. I started banging this out here. Use this big hammer here. And use this little ball peen. Got it all out except for right in here. Might have to drill a hole there. And we'll work on this. I can't, that's second layer of metal behind there, so I can't bang that out. I have to bang this in and drill a hole there. Same with here. Drill some holes in there and pull all that out. But yeah, she's creased all the way to here. So this is going to be one big skim of Bondo, this whole van, to straighten it out. I don't know. Do I got a big Bondo buster? I probably do. I just don't use it anymore. But on a van like this, I probably have to use it. The big, like a DA, but a big, whatever it is, 8-inch, 9-inch. Damn sandpaper's about $2 a thing for them though. But that's probably what would be best to. But anyway, we'll, so all these holes, you can either sit there and weld them and grind them, or you can, and try not to warp it. Or what I'm going to do is just fill it in with that Duraglass, that Bondo glass, reinforced fiberglass, waterproof stuff. Just put a skim over top all the holes, and then you use body filler to smooth the rest out. But yeah, we'll smooth that out a little bit, but like I said, it's going to be all reworked everywhere. But anyway, let me mix up some Duraglass and we'll do that. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, got a little Duraglass here mixed up. I think I mixed up a little bit more, so I'll use some of it to fill in the dent. You know, put it all in here. Okay. I think that's good there. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to get to that tonight. Had to fix an extension cord and some other stuff, so you know, it's getting later. But probably come back in the morning and we'll get all that big dent there around the wheel well, and then we'll go from there. Okay. I'll be back. Hey guys. So I do a little bit more work. Pulled all that out there, this little area out. Then this one here, there's a big chunk of Bondo came out of there, and it was dented in, so I pulled that out. But that came out pretty good. Now I'll have to grind all that area down and probably tap a little high spots back in before I put some Dynaglass on there like that. That's one thing, you need to make sure you don't have no high spots, or else you'll end up tapping them in later and taking a chance of cracking the new Bondo and stuff you put on there. But yeah, anyway, just need to grind all this area here, and we'll maybe work. As you can see, this wheel well here is all dented right up here. See, use this hammer. Anyway, tap that around, get some vice grips on it, straighten all that wheel lip out while we're at it here. Yeah, look at all this crap. But yeah, I was thinking I should just fix these major spots like this and then just sand the whole thing and paint it flat white. But yeah, that wouldn't be very good. Anyway, I think I'll come back tomorrow. See you then. Okay guys, next morning. I pulled all this out last night. You see old Bondo here. See old Bondo here. So it's had a skim across there. It's just gonna have to be all sanded down, the metal. Anyway, I'm gonna put some Dynaglass in this area here is kind of like that, and getting a late start. Sun's already over the building, 8:30 in the morning, and it's what was I gonna? Oh, the other thing I wanted that they don't make for this is the glove box liner. I'm gonna look again for it. It was good in this until I took it out and it disintegrated. But man, I'd just like to get that glove box liner. Okay, got those two major dents, and maybe we'll go over this side here. I'm not sure. Sun's already. We'll go over, try to find some more dents. You can see all this old Bondo here. I sanded down when I was doing this mirror holes there. I got down the bare metal. See, it's already rusting. But this was all old Bondo and stuff. That's what we're gonna run into sanding this down. But yeah, let me check it over and see if there's any other major stuff you want to fix. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, put a little Duraglass in those areas. Got all these mirror areas ground down and banged, all the high spots banged in. So I'm gonna put a little Duraglass on that. I guess I already did this other side. You know, there, and there. So yeah, there's still a dent there and stuff, but okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, I started sanding it down with a 80 grit on my DA. You can see all this skim of Bondo here, the old stuff. So I'm going over and getting the Duraglass down a little bit, you know, to smear it with Bondo. But you know, like I said, I've been tapping them down here at the high spots. All these, trying to tap them down. You see, it's welded right in here. You can tell. See how solid that is compared to there. So when it's against there like that, then it's pushed all this out a little bit. So we got to, anyway, sanded some of this down. You can see better in the bright sun. All this crap here, I call it house paint. I don't know what it is. It's got some red in it. I don't know if that's, doesn't look like it's spot putty. Might have been a little red primer or something. But yeah, all this crap has got to come off. But it looks like you know, the original red primer and white paint here. And then somebody just slopped this crap on there at some point, a long time ago. But yeah, if it was just this factory here, it wouldn't be so bad, but now we gotta, so I don't know, I'm just gonna, I'll get this down a little bit. I don't really, it's not, this Bondo's not cracked or nothing. I'll probably just leave it. No, I take this down a little bit. That's a dent right there. I take that down. Anyway, all these spots here, we gotta just skim over it with body filler, smooth it out. And I'll just keep working my way, do this and then this and this, and then be right here. This is all, it's all high spots right there. See some more of that red stuff coming through. So pretty much just got to keep working these high spots out, and then here's, see, there's dent there, dent there, dent there. It's all dented here. So the more I sand this stuff off and feather it out, the more dents I'm gonna find. So we're just gonna have to keep working and working. Like I said, it'll end up, this whole thing will be skimmed. But we gotta pick a stopping point for now. At some point, especially by the end of the day, because it's gonna 70% chance of rain tomorrow. I think after about 11 or 12 in the morning, it's just gonna rain all day. So we got to get enough of this in primer. So, and now the sun's blazing right now, and I'll probably have to be tonight, come out here tonight and start sanding all this, and maybe get from here down primed or something. See, I know you probably can't see it. These are all little high spots. Another one there. These are all from inside the van, thrown around plumbing or whatever this was for. Electric, plumbing, some type of work van, and just throwing crap around. And the shelves had shelves in there. So, its work days are over. Big crease there. So yeah, like I said, we'll just keep working our way around. Maybe we'll concentrate on getting all this old crap off there. Like I said, I need a new sand thing anyway, but I can show you what it's doing. It'll just take a lot of sandpaper to get all that off. That's what I'll concentrate, just getting that off for now, and doing the dents later, and then getting it ready to prime. So anyway, let me do some more sanding, and I'll be back. Okay guys, used a sander, got all this down with 80. She's way worse than I thought. You can really feel everything with your hand, getting off all this crappy paint like this. You can rub your hand on it, and man, you can just feel all the dents. Way more than I thought. Just hammered. mostly all out. So prime it and leave it flat white. Guys, it's going to be a whole lot of work doing it. If this whole van is like this, I'm sure it is. See, I can't feel nothing with this rough paint here, but I bet it's all like this, you know. These are all just tons of them all in here. This whole area here is creased. You know, crease there. You can see all the, see, that's where it's welded into the floor. So it's all like a roller coaster there. Yeah. Dent there. I just left this old Bondo in, and this old Bondo. I should sand it some more. There's a little crack right there. I should just take it all out. But it's just like, just keep going and going and going. Anyway, let me figure out what I want to do with that, and I'll be back. Okay guys, I put a little skim of Bondo on the deepest dents. And what we'll do when this dries is sand that down, and then we pretty much got to skim the whole area and sand and block it and all that. And like I said, I haven't even got to that part, or the back part, or this middle part, or this top part. Gonna be a whole lot of work, guys. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, we're back on the van. Spent the last few days there hauling in those Camaros and then putting up with some rain. Get out here, start working, and all of a sudden it just starts raining. Anyway, what I done was I went over like the dents like this. I went over them, put a little putty on all them, and then DA'd it down with 80 grit, and then skim the whole thing, well, except for here. Just mixing up a little batch at a time. So that's the way you got to do it. You got to skim the whole panel. You can't put some Bondo there, and then some here, and then some here, and then some here. See, that's I pounded down. You can't put little patches everywhere and then try to sand it smooth. It'll feel all like a roller coaster. So that's why you got to kind of put a skim coat on the whole thing. It looks like a lot, but it's really not. Most of it's going to sand out, but at least it'll be straight. I hope most of it will be. These panels are so dented up. But anyway, yeah, that's the next step, is take the DA after this dries, sand it down and block it. And yeah, I should be using that big DA Bondo buster and probably a big air file, but I just don't have all the sandpaper for all them tools, and everything's so expensive now that I'll just put up with my cheap roll of 80 grit DA paper like this, and my little DA. It'll take a while longer, but yeah, there's a lot of real estate on this van. It's just going to take a long time to do the whole thing. And I'm hoping this side won't be as bad, because we just kind of got to do a door at a time. You know, the quarter panel's not that big, so maybe it's not as bad. Okay, well, let me start sanding this a little bit later, and I'll be back. Oh, before I forget, I did find somebody selling new windshields for these on eBay. It ended up being about $5.50 with shipping. I don't know, I think it was like $2.89, no, $3.89 and $150 to ship it, something like that. So yeah, about $5.50. I'm gonna go check with my that I forgot to ask him when I was there when I bought those Camaros from him. But yeah, if you haven't seen that video, go watch that. Just bought 3 Camaros out of the local junkyard here. He's going out of business, and he saved the Camaros. I think they were the last cars there, other than a couple of RVs. Yeah, he's selling out. Crushed everything. So yeah, just thought I'd mention that. So I'm going to check with him. Although I already asked him a month or a couple of months ago or something when I was there, and but see, him and his cousin used to run the shop, and his cousin moved down the road, and mostly dealing with just glass. He was the glass guy, so maybe he's got some more connections. They order all their glass from Dallas, from a Dallas depot, and they should be able to get any glass made for anything. So I'll go ask him. He might have better connections. Yeah, I'm going up there tomorrow, so I'll let y'all know. Okay, bye. Okay, another thing wanted to mention. A while back, I couldn't find anybody that made a glove box liner for this. But I looked on there, and I think it's Repop is the only one that makes it, and you gotta wait like 2 weeks. But shit, they wanted. Now it's they had 2 prices. Like they had $60 plus $45 to ship it. It was like $105. I thought, fuck, $105. So I kept searching and searching and searching, and then found another place that was selling the exact same thing, and I think what they're getting it from Repop and reselling it, because it said the same thing. I gotta wait 2 weeks and all this, and it looked identical and everything. So they wanted 80 something, then they had a discount special or something, so it ended up being like 77 something with shipping and tax. So 77 is better than 105. But yeah, so I went ahead and ordered that. I need a glove box liner for that, to put stuff in, registration papers and stuff like that. So yeah, I found one. Yeah, most glove box liners for, like, you know, Chevelles Novas, they're only like 30 something bucks, but only one company that makes them for this van. Yeah, they're gonna charge through the teeth. So that's what they did. Okay, I've just been sanding some more on this. Yeah, I'll take this. This comes off pretty easy from the inside, but started sanding along the bottom. So I'm just gonna take a block with some 80 grit, block all that. This is still a little bit wet. I don't know, I might not have mixed it up very good. It's a little. Anyway, I'm gonna go over that like this, but I still got to skim all this area here. We got dents and stuff there. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep sanding on it. I'll be back. Okay, guys. Spent about 4 hours on it last night, couple hours today. So you can see the sun's coming in. So I'm gonna get some primer on it. So I kept working my way, fixing this. Bunch of old Bondo here. I ground that out. I'm gonna rework that later. Anyway, just blocked it out with my big block. There's still a bunch of pinholes and stuff in it, but I want to get some primer on it. It's every morning it gets stained and everything from the morning dew, and I got to re-sand it. So I put a couple coats of primer on it for now. And then I got this area here, you know, pretty good. But then we come over here, keep sanding away, and this is all old Bondo. All in here, big Bondo crack there. So all this has got to be ground out. So, and then this, you know, you can't buy a new tank for these vans. So I bought an aftermarket tank, and this goes to nowhere. So I don't know whether just leave it there as a fake or do a custom thing and fill it in, smooth it out. I don't know. But yeah, this will all have to be worked out here. See, this is pretty good here. A few little spots I gotta. Anyway, yeah, you can see in the sun a lot better on this old paint. So that was quite a bit of work. It's going to be just as much work going all this stuff other than big dents, just a ton of little dents. And we got the bottom of this door to go. But for today, I just want to get this in primer for now, and we'll go from there. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, there's those areas in primer. I think we'll come back tonight and we're going to rework all this corner. Have to get some lights out here, another extension cord, and we're going to grind out all that Bondo. Figure out what I want to do with this. You think someday they'll make a gas tank for this? See, I don't even have the old one. The old one didn't come with it. A gas tank came with it inside, but it was for like a Camaro or a Camaro or a Nova. Completely different than what this. So yeah, I don't know whether I should fill that in or just leave it as a dummy or leave it for something. Anyway, we got to rework this. We'll go from here down tonight, and then from here down on this door, and then rework this. It's the only Bondo spot I gotta do. And then of course just fill in little pinholes, but I don't think I'm gonna do that right yet. I want to kind of get everything roughed in. So yeah, this door and this dog leg here, but we'll just do that and that there tonight. And got a few more things knocked out. Okay, we got a few little, there'll be more dents, but okay, we'll see you tonight. Or the glove box is supposed to come today. I'll show you that. We'll put that in there. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, I got the new glove box liner. Here's the old one. It was all complete, but we'll save that. When I went to take it out to change a heater core and all that stuff, it just disintegrated. Because you got to kind of bend it. I think it hits the bottom lip here. You got to just bend it just a hair, and that was enough to disintegrate it. Okay, so this is the new one, 7762 or something, with tax and everything. Nope, made in USA. That's why. It's made in China, it'd be half the price, but we gotta pay the high labor. Yeah, let me try to squeeze it in there. You would think for 77 bucks it would come with some screws, but it doesn't. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got some new screws. And put, well, let's who's in the bottom. Let me figure it out. Yeah, it may go underneath these three, but well, okay, let me put it in there and I'll be back. Okay guys, it's in there. A little tricky putting it in, but it's in there. Pretty good size one too. So that's it, fit perfect. I like it, I just don't like the price. We just can't be building these old vehicles if the parts are going to double in price or more. So anyway, I'll be back. Okay guys, I'm going to grind all this Bondo out. Another dent outwards. I think I'll probably just leave this and I'll just leave that for now. But yeah, if you're new, this is the aftermarket gas tank and lid right here. You have to open this door up, put the gas in there. Now could I make, and here's the factory one, so could I make something, a tube coming from there to there? Yeah, maybe, but it'd be kind of in the way. But I'll leave it there for, maybe do something with it later. I just thought I'd show you that before it gets dark. Yeah, let me grind all this out, take this off. I don't know how you can see. But yeah, there's where the floor is, where it was along that edge there where we banged it out, or where that dent was, right in the crease there. Man, it looks a lot better primer. I should just primer the whole van. Leave it. No, it wouldn't last very long. Don't leave your car in primer very long, because it'll rust out. But anyway, yeah, we got to get all this old Bondo out of here. Okay, I'll be back. Probably get the light set up. Okay, guys, we got all that old Bondo ground out of there. You can reach at it from the back to bang it out, and that's what they had done. But they banged out a little bit too far. They had a lot of Bondo there. Anyway, yeah, it's got a crease here, dent there. So basically, out with the old Bondo, in with the new. I'm just gonna, it's always good to take all the old Bondo out. This stuff has probably been in there 20 odd years at least. Got to do some more sanding and stuff in here, but I get some Bondo going. Probably grind this out a little bit better. Looks like it was creased right in there. He backed into something, and anyway, I put in some new Bondo. I'll be back. Okay, I got a little Bondo on the bigger dents, and I always use a cheese grater on the big stuff and just break it down like that. Then you don't have to sand as much off. So I get some of that off, wait till it dries a little bit better, sand it off, and then put another skim over the whole thing. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, guys, last night, that's what I got done. Just need a little skim over here to smooth this out a little bit more in here. But yeah, it's coming along pretty good. I'll try to get this ready to, a few little dents there. Get this area here ready to prime. And then started doing this door. You got a pretty good sized dent here, which made this all pop out. Anyway, got a dent there, dings there, and then this was all out. Had to tap all this down here. Other than that, got a spot here I have to grind out and rework. Then do some hand sanding here and get all this crap off this edge. But anyway, let me get this ready to prime and that ready to prime. We'll prime it, and I think that's going to be it for this video. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, guys, what does Puddin' say sometimes? Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. We got some paint. I mentioned in a few videos there, I got this paint store in Durant, and they have all this old paint. And I bought, I painted, 4 or 5 cars with it. Just because it's old doesn't mean anything. It works good. And anyway, I was buying them off him for like 50 bucks a gallon. I was picking out, well, I think the last one was the Bumblebee yellow one, right? Then I got some silver and pewter metallics, the silver on Arts Malibu. That's the gallon of it. So anyway, he had all these odd colors that I don't really paint. Brown, green, even blue. But I thought, you know, I should just go buy all of them off of them. So I bought 21 gallons, plus 2 of these little jobbers here, little integrated. He threw these in. I think you're supposed to mix this in with the last coat of paint, and it's supposed to be extra protection. Anyway, yeah, there's the other one there. 21 gallons plus these 2 quarts. So he has about maybe 6, 7, 8 left of the 2K urethane. We'll go over them here in a minute. I'll unload them. One of them is called the Whole Earth Metallic, and he has like another 4 gallons of that. I had him shake that up and open it up, because I was like, well, what is Whole Earth Metallic? What is that? And it ended up being dark brown. Looks pretty good if you like browns. A couple other ones I had to open up. One was just called a pearl something. And I was like, well, what is this? Shook it up, opened it up. It's a silver, bright silver metallic, I guess with pearl in it. So there's that. Then he probably had, at least 20 gallons of the blue. This is the Nason 2K urethane, and then the blue is the synthetic. And he probably has, I don't know, at least 20 gallons of that. And anyway, I said, well, how much will I buy them all? And so anyway, he sold me all these for 30 bucks a gallon. These 2 free. Synthetic, he said 20 bucks a gallon. So we're going to unload them all here. I'm going to unload them here in my shop, and we'll go over the colors. I got some duplicates, but like I said, I only got one of them Whole Earth Metallics, and then there's probably 4 more there, and a couple other ones. A couple of them were stuck to a little bit of paint. Not spilled from the gallon, but spilled from something else, and it stuck. I couldn't even break it loose from the thing, and I said, okay, well, we'll just leave that. I told him I may be back in a week or so, and maybe get the rest of them off of them. So anyway, yeah, let me unload these, get them in my shop, and we'll go over them. Okay, guys, I put them all here for now. Okay. Integrated 2K clear. Sterling metallic. I'm pretty sure that is what I painted art stripes with and some other stuff. The 78, my first 78 Nova. Briar brown metallic. Brown metallic. We don't know what color the actual briar means. Ruby red pearl. Don't know. Burgundy metallic. That's burgundy is more of a brownish red metallic. Miami blue, we don't know what that means either. I think he has another gallon of that. Cedar green metallic. I grabbed that last second. I don't like greens, but maybe some of you guys would. Cream beige. Stratos blue pearl, and this is Stratos blue pearl here. Don't know what color blue, but got 2 of them. Pewter metallic, I think that's the same I painted my 67 Chevelle with. More of a grayish, I believe. Platinum blue metallic, we don't really know what all. And a slate blue metallic. There's the Whole Earth Metallic. I had him open one of these. I guess this one. It's a dark brown metallic. It looks pretty good. It's got 4 more gallons of that at least. Diamond Pearl, that's a silver. I had him open that one up because, like I said, I didn't know what these were. But that's a silver metallic with probably pearl in it. 2 of them. UPS Brown, I think he's got one more. I think that's the one that was stuck on the shelf. UPS Brown. I thought he had about 4 or 5 of them, but we got this one, another one. Maple Maroon Pearl, that's probably going to look pretty good. Sun Yellow, that's what I painted Bumblebee with, and the front of the Nomad. I thought he had more of them, but that's the only one I could find. Stratos Blue Pearl, yeah, same as the other one. Champagne Gold Pearl. That could be good color for the 81 Z28. Bright Regatta Blue Pearl. Did I have another one of them? Anyway. And then just a blue metallic. So we got a lot of blues. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's same as the other one. 5. And Miami, 6. 6 different blues. So I went to the post office, just brought in 1 gallon. She said it was like 23 bucks, but that doesn't include the box and all that. So I said, she said it would probably be a couple bucks more, and I got to get a hazard sticker and all this other stuff. So anyway, probably 25, 30 bucks to ship it in the United States. I'm not going to ship it overseas. It's going to probably cost too much of a hassle. Overseas or to another country. But yeah, if any of you guys are interested, like I mentioned before, and then somebody commented that they did buy, like, because I forget which color it was, but I know if you buy a new gallon of black, it's $185, and that's the cheapest, $185. But if you want like a red, it's like $389, almost 400 bucks. And somebody commented, yeah, that's what I paid for my red or whatever it was. All this other, these fancy blue pearls and stuff like that, those are going to be way more now. Those are probably going to be, you know, well over 400 bucks a gallon. Some of the stuff might be, you know, 300 or 400, like UPS Brown, Sun Yellow. That might be closer to 389. But I bet you these pearls and stuff is going to be like well over 500 a gallon. So yeah, lots of colors to choose from to paint the 69 van there with. And yeah, if any of you guys want them, I'm thinking about $200 a gallon shipped. I'll pay the shipping and the hassle of boxing it up. Dude, they got to have these little clips on them here, which I've got a bunch of them from when I ordered my paint, so I can put the clips on there, put it in a baggie, seal it up real good, put foam packing, put it in a box, and bring it to the post office and all that. So 200 bucks a gallon, you're getting it for less than half price delivered. You know, I'll give you a deal if you wanted to buy 2 of them. If somebody wanted to buy whatever it was, Stratos Blue Pearl, if you want to buy 2 of them, or 2 of the Diamond Pearls. I'm not going to open every one up, stir it up, and show y'all. Go online, Google whatever, Miami Blue 400-54 Nissan, and maybe a color will pop up and you can see what it is. I'd rather you do that instead of, like I said, having me open up 6 cans of blue to figure out which blue you wanted, you know. See if you can find it online. I don't have a shaker or anything, so I'd have to sit there and open it up and stir it for 10 minutes. I was thinking about buying a shaker because this primer I've been buying lately, it must have been sitting up, half of it's solid and half of it's liquid. It's hell to stir by hand. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, I just had a phone call. So yeah, 200 bucks a gallon. This is great paint. I've been using this for decades, and it lasts a long time. And like 10 years later, it'll still be shiny without buffing it or nothing. Sitting outside, not in an air-conditioned garage or nothing. So it's very durable paint. You just have to buy your own hardener and reducer and stuff. But yeah, 200 a gallon. If you want 2 gallons, I'll do 300 for 2 gallons. And I can get more of some of this, like another UPS brown, 4 more of the whole earth metallic. I don't know. I think another Miami blue was up there. So I can get a couple of more. And then the synthetic stuff, I'm not sure if I want to buy all that. Well, we'll see. But it's just stuff that a Mako would use. Okay, well, I'm going to put this up somewhere. I have to find a spot for it. I can't leave it here. But anyway, yeah, go to your local paint store. See, you know, it's a one-horse town there, so it's not like, you know, busy all the time. If you're in a big city like Dallas, yeah, they're not going to have stuff like this around for cheap. But since, you know, you can check your local paint store, see if they have any old stock stuff laying around and stuff like that. Ask around, because like I said, paint is through the roof, just like everything else. So okay, figure I'd show you all that. Okay guys, got this door here ready to prime. And got this quarter panel here ready to prime. They're all straightened out. So yeah, let me mix some primer up. I've been buying this primer here, which is pretty good. Oh, I think I threw it out. I threw the can out? Yeah. But they were out of it, so I bought this U-Paul high build primer. So we're going to see how this works. No rush, you know, people buy primers sometimes so it dries fast. They can sand it in an hour or the next day. I'm not in no rush. And I'm not a production shop. It doesn't have to be painted tomorrow or nothing. So, I don't care about things like that for primer. But anyway, let me mix up some of this. Hopefully it'll stir good. It's not all settled down. And we'll spray some of that primer on there, and I'll be back. Okay guys, there it is in primer. I know it's dark out, but it's 100 degrees every day, so I can be working in that. Gotta come out here and work at night. It's like midnight now. So I think we will end the video on that. I know it's going to be kind of long because I added in the paint stuff. So at the beginning here I was like, I would leave it in primer or flat white. Well, we got 21 gallons of paint to choose from, so looks like we'll go ahead and do it. It's going to take a lot of work and a lot of Bondo. I usually average about a gallon a car, but this thing, it's going to take probably 3 or 4 gallons. Got to keep skim coating everything. So yeah, I don't know what colors yet, but I know it'll be multiple colors. And now we got a bunch to choose from. Got a bunch of blues, a bunch of browns, and a bunch of silvers, or a mixture of them. Probably if I go blue, it'll probably be a couple of shades of blue, some silver. If I go brown, I won't add no silver. I think it's gonna look like blue because I already have the interior white and silver. Silver's gray, and the grill painted silver, although I could repaint it. But so blue. So yeah, I think that'll be it for this video. My email, if you're interested in any of this paint, you can email me at clunkersandclassics@gmail.com. It's in the description below the video as well. So that's how you can get a hold of me. If you're very, very, very serious, I don't mind opening up a can to show you, but I'm not going to be opening all of them up and stirring them and everything for people. Oh, let's see what that looks like. No, you gotta be serious about buying it. And I really don't even want to sell them. I just happened to mention that, give you guys first dibs or whatever. I don't care about selling them. Shipping stuff is a pain in the ass for me. But if you want it, like I said, I gave you the prices, and if people think that's too much, well, you know, that's the cheapest you can buy is black, is $1.85, and I gotta buy a gallon of black for the '67 Camaro. So you know, I'm gonna be spending $200, you know, with tax and everything. So like I said, it's probably less than half. Most of these colors are gonna be less than half what you would actually pay. So, and that's delivered. So okay, I guess we'll leave it at that then. Yeah, tell me what you think. Tell me what you think on the colors there. What colors and designs and stuff I should paint it. I belong to, you know, AI reads your mind. So all these van groups keep coming up. I'm not even subscribed to them. They come up in my Facebook feed. Boogie vans and these vans and that vans. But mostly what comes up, what they post, is designs, like say stripes. Well, there'll be 78 pictures of striped vans. Then, you know, next one will be like murals. I mean, you know, 78 pictures of vans of murals painted on them. Somebody mentioned, am I going to do any of that stuff? No, I'm not going to be painting any murals. I'm not going to be painting any fancy I can't think of it there. The big sparkles and all that. I don't have a paint booth, and I'm not going to be spending. That takes a lot of time and stuff, and I got to paint it and be real quick. Keep the bugs and stuff out of it, dust. I can't be dicking around with metal flake, and doing this and doing that. Now I got to, you know, if I'm doing colors, I got to paint one color and be done with it. And now I'm, you know, and I'm not. I hate buffing cars, and I sure the hell wouldn't want to be cutting and buffing this van. It's just not worth the labor. So anyway, that's what's up with that. But yeah, anyway, it doesn't seem like a lot that we got done, but there was a lot of labor, guys. You know what I got to do next, so I probably won't be painting the roof white now since I got all them colors. But yeah, what I was thinking is, well, see, you can paint a car like this with 1 gallon, right? About 3 good coats. So would I want to waste half a gallon putting 1 color on this? Then all I got left is, like say, a blue. And then all I got is half a gallon left. I don't have enough to paint the whole car. So it's kind of a waste, unless I, you know, paint some blue stripes on something. So that's what I got to think of. I can't be, you know, a quart of this and a quart of that and half a gallon of this, and then I got a whole bunch of half gallons and stuff laying around that's wasted, that I think. So I got to think of that too. You know, paint the roof in a stripe 1 color. But yeah, this van would probably take at least 2 gallons of material. So 2 colors would be great. The same, you know, the same amount of coverage. You know, if you're doing half the van a light blue and half this dark blue, yeah, that'd be 2 gallons. Would be great. We use it all up. But You know, I won't be doing that. I'll be putting some type of stripes or something on it. So I got to think of that. But anyway, yeah, let me know before, well, it'll be a long time before I start painting. But if you want some of that paint, let me know pretty quick, because I might decide to use it on this. I see one of them pictures on Facebook that a bunch of blues, and they're like, oh, well, that's the way I'm going to do it. So anyway, I don't want to ramble too much. But yeah, subscribe if you haven't. I don't know when I'm going to bring this. I'm bringing it out, and I'm bringing in that 81Z28. You've seen the video by now. It'll be, for me, it's going to be uploaded tomorrow, but for you guys, you've already seen it. I'm going to bring that 81 gold here, and I'm going to start putting it together and making a list of what I need for it. So this is going back on the back burner for a little while. I'm not going to finish the 81Z28. I'm just going to put as much stuff as I can together, and then maybe put it up for sale as is, patina type thing, needing a drivetrain, and then we'll be back on the van. So that's what's coming up. Okay, so subscribe if you haven't, like, comment, share, all that stuff. We'll see y'all next video. Thanks everybody for watching.